Well, like Scandinavian is at the moment really good in TV shows, and it's been like in the past there was a lot of like criminal, like crime series was their like niche, but now they're like developing drama series as well, and some action and thriller. I just filmed one like post-apocalyptic series from Denmark, so. But yeah, TV shows is their what they're good in. Well, The Rain was actually a Danish production, but for Netflix. So in one way it was just like any Danish production, but you can also feel that you are a part of a bigger machine in a way, and the audience will be bigger. They have like millions of subscribers, and to think of that's really crazy. Well, we always need new series to be like refreshed all the time. Well, The Rain is it's about young people trying to survive, like young adults who have lost everything, and to in this universe try to find their identity. So I think it will be really a good series for the younger audience, that they can like see themselves in a way. Well, we have premiere here on Wednesday, so I'm very excited. Well, it's about the young Astrid, which is very famous in German as well. And in a period in her life when she's from 18 to 21, when there happen some things in her life that will affect her as an author and her life. Well, it's about living as a woman in the 1920s. And what happens is that she becomes pregnant, and she grows up with a Christian kind of conservative family. So this puts like a shame on the family, so she has to escape to Denmark by herself to give birth to this kid. And well, I really had so much respect for Astrid Lindgren, and she was like one of my heroes or idol. But then when I didn't know that this happened to her in her younger life, so when I heard about this, I was like, I got even more respect for her, and it was like she's been so strong, and she really fight it, and that's just, it's really an important story to know. So it deserves to be told. Well, I have a big responsibility when I do this character, and but of course a really good director next to me that takes a lot of the responsibility as well. But yeah, of course I had to do a lot of research and pre-work to get to know the human behind this hero. So I had to do a lot of research about her background and to learn how to live in the 1920s. So I had to learn to write the writing machine, and stenography, which is like a writing method, and to dance Charleston, and to kind of figure out her body language and stuff like that, which I really enjoyed doing this pre-work. But of course I was very nervous before, nervous and excited at the same time, but as soon as you start shooting, you're in the story and just try to solve the scenes, and that's where your focus is. No, Pernille and our teamwork has been such a pleasure. It was so natural to do this movie together. I think we really are the artistic part of our brains really work well together. she could just say one word to me and then I would knew what she meant, and we have like the same ambitions, so that I think we were very lucky with that we worked so well together. And sometimes it was just like put a hand on my shoulder and then I knew what that meant, and yeah, I really loved working with her. I'm not sure, actually. I haven't seen it yet, so for me it's like a Wednesday, so I'm very excited. But of course they have put a lot of work in this movie and a lot of energy, and there are so many people involved in this project. So, but I think that Pernille had like she knew what this movie was going to be like when she started making it, and what I've heard, it's like people are very touched after they've seen it. So that's good.
Yeah, good.
Well, I had a lot of freedom when I grew up, so it was absolutely not like you should do this or this. But of course, I grew up in Sweden with my mom in a home where there was a lot of actors and artists coming in our home. So that was like the people that I looked up to. They were often working with art. So I think that maybe it was natural for me to experience, or to say like to try this, and yeah, and I've been doing theater since I was a teenager, and I really love it. Well, I'm not sure. I've moved from Sweden to Denmark, and it's like I'm always moving all the time, and I've been moving a lot since I was a kid, so I think it will be natural for me to maybe in 5 years move again somewhere. I haven't tried Norway yet, so I would like to do the whole Scandinavia.
Iceland.
Yeah. But also Berlin is amazing, a really nice place, and if you want to do theater, it's like the best city to be in. If I could play anything?
Yeah.
Whoa, it depends on what kind of universe and with whom I'm playing with. But I'm a big fan of Iñárritu, the director. It's so like, the universe is so rough and honest, and the acting is just like this. So like in my dreams that would be amazing to try. But I mean, yeah, now I've done Astrid, and that was very like a drama, of course, and very much like in my feelings and trying to get into the character. And the Rain was more action and more like physical. So that was something totally different. So to be able to mix these different characters, that's my dream.